It seems like gaming tokens are becoming the real possibility of being the bull runners. It's because every YouTuber is talking about them. But what's happening, everyone? Hopefully, you're all having a fantastic day today. If you want more content like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button, subscribe, get out. But there's a big problem with AAA crypto games. They suck. And I'm not saying that because I don't like the developers or anything. They just aren't that good. They aren't that fun. Most people, they don't play like AAA games on. So my experience with Web3 gaming, made a video on that, it got like 17k views. There's a big problem.
These sectors will gain when crypto gaming comes back. And especially for the infrastructure projects, they are much easier and cheaper to maintain.
Also, the issue is like they're very much bound to the market. So if the market goes up, yeah, sure, you have crypto going up. But if the market goes down, well, then you have a problem, right? And I think that's the big issue with crypto gaming right now. Like that we are seeing, like crypto is not really doing that well in a sense, like in those ways. And that's what I'm worried about. Like if the market goes down, the whole crypto gaming space is going to go down. A lot of these like projects like Axie Infinity, they have like hacks, they have like all these other problems. So level one is gaming blockchain. So here's what he said.
Easily mint NFTs and their game assets for their games, and all with practically zero cost. Plus, all of these ecosystems have readily available developer toolkits. Now, the reason I put these layer one blockchains at the bottom of this list to just get it out of the way is because, well, they aren't super attractive in the next wave of crypto gaming. So a couple of things to consider. These layer one blockchains, they all use their proprietary technology, which means once any game integrate with these blockchains, they are tied down in their ecosystem. Thus, they cannot take advantage of the proven popular blockchains like Ethereum or even...
Exactly. This is the problem. Like all of these, like I know Wax for some time, but this means, oh, they're just going to be on the Wax chain unless they migrate or something, which is going to be a total problem. The Ronin games, like sure, you can have like games on the blockchain with Ronin, but who's really going to do that? And I think that's where the real issue arises for a lot of these projects. In that way, like I think a lot of issues stem from that. Like people just aren't that much a fan of seeing crypto dropping or crypto going up. They just want to play the game. People really just want to play the game, and they don't want to learn different blockchains, and they don't understand different blockchains. And that's how, like, if you look at the crypto gaming industry, if you look at people who play video games, they hate NFTs. They don't want to play NFTs. Why? Because they think it's just a cash grab. They don't think about the technology. They just think, well, crypto, I don't like crypto. I just want to play the damn game. I don't want to buy $150 for a loot box. And that's where I think people become really, really frustrated, like in a sense where the games can get really expensive also. Like they can be like $400 for a single round.
Polygon, any layer 2 ecosystem, these networks cannot support. So you can see this effect playing out in real time. There are really no AAA games or large studios that are committed to building on these 5 alternative layer 1s for gaming. This makes sense. All the AAA level games will ultimately want to use some future-proof technology, so Ethereum will always be their number one choice. Plus, with the advantages of layer 2s nowadays, game studios can just choose to build on a layer 2 like Polygon or even Immutable X, and they have plenty of options for that to plug into Ethereum indirectly versus building on a separate layer 1 blockchain. Despite all these downsides, however, layer 1s for gaming still have their major advantage, and that is they usually have a very large treasury during the last bull market. So they can cut down.
So that's one of the big differences. If they lose that treasury, though, that's the big problem. Like if they lose that treasury, there's a lot of money that is lost. Like the project has to go bankrupt. So if they only have like $10,000 to develop it, that's the problematic part. I think Ronin blockchain was actually hacked by like the thing, and I think that's why it fell a lot. But they fixed that patch. Like Axie Infinity was made on Ronin, and Axie Infinity was one of the biggest games.
Ronin chain is made by Sky Mavis, which is the parent company behind the Chain Relevant and Survive the Bear Market.
Now, this is the one that's really popular, Immutable, because this one had a lot of development updates in 2022 when the market was crashing. It's powered on Polygon, so that's the only thing that people aren't really too much hyped about. Like, people don't use Polygon that much as maybe Ethereum in that way. Like, but that is one that's really exciting. I know Merit Circle actually went for Beam, so they went for a different kind of token, so they're not just another token right now, and I think that's the big difference about it. So that's one difference, for example, like with these type of tokens. I do think there are more possibilities in the crypto space, like where we could be seeing the crypto markets improve. So that being said, does seem like crypto is just getting started in a way. It's just like the possibility of this going up is pretty high, and that's what keeps me really awake at night. So that's a cool thing that I'm seeing right now. If you guys want to be kept up to date with more news like this, you know what to do. Smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated. Until next time, like, there is a lot of projects. I know Gala is also going up. Like, there's so many different choices. So one of them is Gala Music. I guess they went into the music industry. I think it's super hard for them to break into that, and the prices are lower. I feel also Gala like has a lot of video games, so it has quality over quantity. So not all of the games are best, but there is good projects on Gala, and that's the big difference about this. So that's just my opinion. I do think Gala does have like some potential. Now, where are we gonna be seeing more of that? That I do not know. Where that potential is gonna like gonna stop. This we don't know. One thing we don't know is the prices. We never understand the prices. We never know anything about the prices, but we do know that Gala has a lot of games planned. We don't know how many of them are good. There's some honorable mentions, but these ones are like pretty low blockchains. So they do have potential for sure, but we just don't see enough development from them yet to see what they could prove to be better than other games. You know, like the games right now, they're not really AAA, AAA, 8A web games. Like, no big studios have went into crypto yet. Like, let's talk about GTA. They haven't really sold NFTs yet, and they might not even. Minecraft, same. Like, they don't want NFTs. They ban NFTs. So I think that's the big problem. Like, I don't know how many will stay and go ahead and give the green light to be developing games. But if you guys want to be kept up to date, you know what to do. Smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated. Literally every single person is back into crypto right now, and that was popular in 2021. And Brian Young is back in crypto, and he's saying, my plan to make millions in 2040, 2024, 100x altcoin strategy for beginners. And the good thing about that, if you're watching this channel, we're just getting started, really. I haven't even hit my 55k sub goal, so smash that like button if you want to support me. It's literally free. It costs you nothing. And I hope it provides you a lot of value, because the bear market, it hasn't even started. The bull run hasn't even began. So we aren't even those stages there. We're in the where market's uncertain where it will bull run. And I think May 2024 is going to be the big hit. Like, that's what's exciting to me. That's like something that I do expect crypto to grow in that sense. Like, there's tons of excitement in that aspect. So I'll keep you guys updated on that.
This year, Bitcoin is now up over 150%. And I don't know about you, but the past few weeks have felt
150%. Like, past few weeks, like past few years went by so fast.
a little like how the 2021 bull market did. Now, it was a little
And we're seeing exactly the same aspect to it.
less than a month ago where I started this unofficial series on my channel where I'm documenting just one of several portfolios that I own invested into crypto. Right before even filming this video here today, my portfolio at the time of filming the video was worth about $132,000. I went ahead and checked the last few days. It went up as high as $180,000. It's come down a bit. It's at about $160,000 $60,000
Look at this big price drop though. Seems like most of portfolios, they actually doubled. And this is a good factor. So Brian Young, I think he has net worth. I was watching his documentary. He's worth like a lot of money. He's worth like 3 million. He also owns a few restaurants. I think he's opening his second restaurant now. So I think that's where his main income is. So that's where the big factor of the money comes through.
today, and needless to say, we've been able to make some money out here. Not only that, but our members inside of our private group Kaizen have also been crushing it, and I know we have a ton of subscribers here in the Jungie Nation, up currently a similar amount on their bags. Now, if you're watching this video here today, I want to just say it's not too late and you're still very early, and you have a chance of getting your investments ready for what I believe is another bull run coming. All right, so to begin, I'm still very long-term bullish on Bitcoin, and that is for 3 main reasons. So as most of you should know, crypto moves in cycles, and the way those...
That's exactly true. Like crypto, just getting started, still not over. And I think that's the exciting part about crypto is it hasn't even began yet in that sense.
cycles work is that we get a bull market followed by a bear market. You see, I believe the bear market...
So yeah, it's going to be cycles, and we're probably going to be seeing another bear cycle. But 2024 might be seeing a bull run in 2024, January, and then we're slowly going to be seeing another rise up.
has been over for a while now, and the bull market has indeed started many, many months back. If we pull up the literal definition of a bull market, it's the fact that we have confirmation after a bear market low has already been reached. Now, if we take a look at the charts, the crypto bear market officially started in November of 2021 after Bitcoin...
Yeah, so November 2021 is when we saw the longest bear market actually in history. This took like 2 years. It literally took 2 years to recover.
Bitcoin reached its all-time high of $69,000, and it began to drop into the $15,000 level over the course of a year. Now, this year was a decline of a total amount of 77%, and it marked one of the most severe downturns in crypto bear market history. More than 2 years...
We never saw like big crashes like this before.
Years have passed since the bear market beginning, and I believe that Bitcoin's bear market low was indeed hit in November of 2022.
So yeah, 1 year after, like when Ethereum was $1,000, that was like pretty sad.
A total of 815%. Now, 2019 was really the beginning of Bitcoin's bull run, and it was from there we actually started to see that correction happen once again. This was at a time where Bitcoin came back towards the $58,000 level at the beginning.
Look at this, 2018, $6,400 closing. 2019, 58K. Ain't that amazing? Like, that's absolutely incredible if you ask me. Like, which other crypto markets do you see this type of growth?
Beginning of 2020. We then saw Bitcoin close at a lower price, and then the year following that, it went down another 37%. Now, what can we learn from this data? Well, first of all, in the span since 2009 of Bitcoin's opening, we've gone through 10 bull markets in comparison to the 4 bear markets. Taking a look at the charts, statistically, you'll notice...
Like, seems like, yeah, every 2-3 years, there's every halving, there's gonna be a big pump. And look at this pattern. Like, there's a very high chance. There's never been 2 consecutive bear markets in a row other than 2020 and 2021. So, like, there's a high chance Bitcoin is going to perform better than this year.
Notice that there's a 60% greater chance of a bull market happening rather than a bear market. One thing I've also found fascinating is that we've also never seen a Bitcoin bull market get cut short to just a single year. Instead, if you...
Exactly. So it seems like it could be 2 years of a bull run. Like literally 2 years, except 2020 and 2021. I'm guessing, like, because the prices are larger, so the history could be different right now. But it's definitely a fair, like, chance to say that crypto could be changing for the long term in the next few days, in the next few weeks. I think that's where the real question comes. If, where, how, when. Definitely a real question I have right now. But I'll keep you guys updated with that, with more news on this, because there's some pretty important topics that we have to discuss, like in the next following days. Where will crypto go? We're not too sure. But what we do know is that crypto is just getting started.
You take a look at this, we've seen Bitcoin heating up astronomically as the years go on. The whole point I'm trying to make here is that statistically, Bitcoin's bull market happens quite frequently, rather than if you were trying to play the opposite side as someone who is a bear. Second reason.
So yeah, exactly. Like, there's some bears in the crypto space, but they got wiped. Like, these ETFs, they're going strong. And this basically, Brian Young shows his portfolio. I know he has a lot of high risk plays, and there's a lot of people playing on emotions as well. I think that's another huge factor that people have right now, like that they don't understand, is when playing on emotions, this is how you can lose in the long term, like where the real people can lose their crypto if they play these type of, oh, it's okay, I'm just gonna like lose one or things like that.
So basically, instead of using Ethereum to power your NFTs, there is a possibility people might gravitate even more towards Bitcoin, seeing that it's the largest market cap project.
So yeah, they might go from Ethereum to like, I think GameFi is huge. Everyone is talking about gaming as being the next big thing, and they're entering the markets. And I think a lot of YouTubers are talking about this being very, very huge. But how can you actually find these 100x?
Crypto research accounts that are also following that account. Now, another way to research coins is finding ones that are in the accumulation zone. To do this, go on a website called dropstab.com. From here, if you go on the left side column, you'll...
So it seems like, oh, this is pretty awesome. So you can actually see here on Dropstab, he said you can see which tokens are like being accumulated by whales, which were being bought up. And Link seems like to be bought up by whales. And maybe you can also see like if the whales are buying, so accumulation zone. This is actually a pretty cool chart. I like that. I like that a lot. Seems to me there's going to be like these type of charts. They look pretty awesome if you ask me. Like that's the real excitement I'm seeing right now. With all these charts, there's like a ton of possibilities. Crypto will recover. So I do think this is just the start. It's literally just the start of a crypto bull run in a good way. So I'll keep you guys updated still with that on exactly everything that's going on. But that being said, does seem like we have more potential in the near future days.
See accumulation with the lightning bolt, and this is where you can find certain cryptocurrencies that are in that accumulation phase. Now, the accumulation phase is when trading volumes are significantly higher than usual. What we've seen happen in crypto is that when cryptos begin to accumulate, it usually happens for a few weeks, sometimes even longer than that, for a few months. It's in this time where you want to ride the momentum, and you can do that by using the data from this site here. Now, just because coins are accumulating for even like multiple months, it doesn't mean it's going to keep accumulating.
Exactly. So maybe whales bought it like because they're cheap prices and they're buying all these tokens. I think that's also the big difference right now, like why people keep accumulating these coins. So that's one difference, for example. Like in crypto, maybe people are buying in a fair sense because crypto is going up right now. So that's one way they are like doing it right, in a way. Like that's one way I'm excited about crypto. But who knows? Like what could happen in the next few days is really questionable.
And it doesn't mean that it's being held. So obviously right now.
So you can also see how much is locked, which is a pretty awesome factor. Brian Young says like he has 5% high risk, 15% medium risk, and 80% Bitcoin Ethereum. Like Bitcoin Ethereum are the safest work. But the other option is like just being really, really risky. Now, I don't recommend this one because a lot of these altcoins, like 15% risk means your portfolio will be down 15%. I usually try to go on a safer side. So one scenario is Bitcoin will go up. One is it goes down. But in the long term, like Bitcoin always went up. So I do think there's like fair chances that crypto will improve. But this was a pretty awesome video. It got like a lot of views, 100K. So smash the like button if you want more content like this, and I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace, everyone. What's happening, everyone? How we can actually stake Lido through Ledger Live with Lido, basically. Lido is one of the main exchanges out there, and the issue is, well, a lot of people don't want to watch the full video on how to stake your Ledger Live. And what exactly is Lido? Well, it's one of the biggest, like, exchanges that give you STETH, which give you about 4%. So there is risk involved. There is risk involved for sure. But it's like there has been also a lot of backing, a lot of you have to decide for yourself if you're going to put money there. But Lido is one of the biggest out there to liquidating, including slashing STE, deviating from its Ethereum peg and potential smart contract vulnerabilities. So smart contract vulnerabilities, this one is what I'm worried about. But you probably already made research on that. So I'm going to be talking today how you can actually stake your own Lido tokens. And I think that's the big difference here. So let's take a look at the video.
Back and look at what it means.
So here he actually explains how Ethereum is staked, and it's very, very simple. A lot of people don't need to understand that because they're mostly interested on how they can stake their own Lido. So there's actually a way to click on, there's a new, thing here. There's a button also called Earn that will guide you to the staking in Ethereum. And a lot of people are asking how much it's going to cost you. Mostly it's going to cost you fees for the transaction. So it's going to cost you some gas fees when you send like a transaction, when you send someone money. On crypto, it does cost money to send that. And it's not free, of course, like all of that, like to pay the guy that says, okay, I will process this for you, but you got to pay me some money. I have a miner here. So this is like how crypto works, right? And that's how it saves on the big factors like actual updates and all of that, like Lido staking and things like that. So the real difference is it does make a difference. It does make a difference in that when there's very high fees. But the difference here is you can click buy and earn, and also Lido takes about 10% of your profits. But what you get here is what actually changes. So there's two possible ways. One is you can actually go through the whole process to stake it. And the other one, which is also very simple, is to make Lido sort of really go on another level. That being said, what I mean by that is you can actually swap all your Ethereum for all SD. Now, I think this is more scary. I think it also costs a bit less in gas fees. I think there's like more potential room for mistakes here. So like a lot of people don't understand like what they mean, what it means. And I think it's a bit more complicated in my honest opinion. I actually do think it's more complicated. But that being said, doesn't mean it's not a bad thing overall. So I am excited in a sense, like where will crypto go from here? Does seem like we can see that he's actually using his little wallet over here, confirming the pair swap, confirming the switching from swapping ETH for SD ETH, and that's where when the gas is confirmed. And the other one is going, basically they also added an integration, like Lido added an integration on the Ledger Ethereum account to swap it directly. Now that's one thing that I'm noticing right now, like what they did in that sense is they enabled the people the option to actually buy crypto in that sense. So to buy their own crypto basically through the swap feature. And the other one is there's also an earn feature over here on the left side, which you can click and go through the process. It's actually much simpler in my opinion. And then you deposit the Ethereum, stake it, and you get SD back. So Lido works actually, and Ledger works as an intermediary in that sort. So if you guys want to be kept up more to date, sure smash that like button. I'll keep you guys updated with more news. Peace, everyone.